Well, it's been rated one of the world's most corrupt countries, and there are fears that newly discovered oil reserves could make matters worse. World Bank President Robert Solik has warned that unless the Cambodian government gets tough on corruption, it could lose millions of dollars in foreign aid. From the Cambodian port town of Sihanoukville, Hamish MacDonald has this report.
In the villages of Cambodia's south, people are living in poverty. But not far away lies a potential fortune. Cambodia has discovered oil. Big news, you'd think, in a country where 1/3 of the population lives on less than 50 cents a day. Strangely though, the government is keeping much of the details secret.
We want clearer and more transparent procedure and information to be engaged, because this is ultimately our money and we want a say in it. So this is why the government needs to be transparent and needs to engage the public. It's not their money, it's the public's money.
The sleepy coastal town of Sihanoukville is likely to see the first signs of major development. This port will become the heart of the local oil industry, and that could happen much sooner than expected. Al Jazeera has learned the Cambodian government has now completed contractual negotiations with 13 foreign companies for 100% of the country's offshore oil and gas reserves. Now, it's managed to do that without informing either the parliament or the public, and there are absolutely no guarantees as to how the profits will be spent. Daedung Dara has led negotiations on behalf of Cambodia's government. In a country rife with corruption at every level, he is, it must be said, optimistic. How can you be confident that oil revenues will be spent properly if Cambodia has neither anti-corruption laws nor a Freedom of Information Act?
I know people talk about the anti-corruption law or something, but for me the most important is the spirit of the people.
There is a lot the government is not saying, as these confidential documents prepared for the oil industry and obtained by Al Jazeera prove. Oil reserves should last 20 years. At current values, government revenue will hit between $3 and $4 billion annually. On last year's figures, that's 50% of Cambodia's gross domestic product. But even some of the politicians here are being prevented from getting that information.
Right now, we know nothing about the oil.
The World Bank president has issued a stern warning.
And that anti-corruption law is a key element, and it's not only passing the law, but it's implementing it.
At the markets in Phnom Penh, they shop with a weekly budget of less than $10. Oil revenues could make a real difference. But Cambodians are all too aware oil could be a curse. For now, though, there's a belief they will share in the spoils at the end of the rainbow. Hamish MacDonald, Al Jazeera, Cambodia.